DETV News is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Caps off to DSU grads. Some students headed to Dover to lobby for a bill, and the Wilmington Flower Market was another big success on Mother's Day weekend. Those stories and more are coming up next. You're watching DETV News. Hello and welcome to DETV News. I'm Lauren Wilson with this latest update. Delaware State University had the largest class of graduates earn their degrees in more than 130 years over the weekend. Hundreds of proud graduates crossed the stage at the university, all expecting to hear a speech from country music star and Milton, Delaware native Jimmy Allen. Taking his place was Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester, that after the school learned Allen is being sued for sexual assault charges. The Congresswoman did not disappoint. With only hours to prepare, she gave advice, scripture, and encouragement, telling the class of 23 to bravely face obstacles and move forward with resilience now that they have achieved the tough accomplishment of graduating from the HBCU. At the University of Delaware, police are looking into an anonymous threat that prompted officers and police dogs to conduct a sweep of the visitors center last Friday. It turned out to be a so-called swatting incident that happened to several universities across the country. The email threat was bogus in all cases, but the search of the building was made out of an abundance of caution. The FBI is now investigating. Sad news over the weekend from Sussex County. 2 men are dead after 2 single vehicle crashes on Saturday. The first happened when a small SUV traveling on Route 9 in the Georgetown area ran off the road, spinning into a tree. Delaware State Police say the 27-year-old driver was pronounced dead at the scene. The second fatal accident happened just hours later, this time in Seaford, when a pickup truck swerved into a ditch. 38-year-old Gary Workman Jr. of Laurel was killed. Police say he was not wearing a seatbelt. In news from the Capitol, students from the Colonial School District's Wilbur Elementary School testified on the House floor about a bill they want to be changed into law. DETV's Kaylin Pride tells us more.
Because we want to protect children like us and make sure they're healthy and safe.
Over the years, states like California have banned smoking in cars with children. But after coming to Delaware from New York, one Colonial School District teacher made it her mission to try and make a change for Delaware's youth.
When I first started here about 10 years ago, I came from New York and I saw a parent in the parking lot smoking with a child in the car. And I immediately called the secretary and said, "Hey, is this allowed in Delaware?" And she said it was. So I was like, oh, well, let's change that.
Each year, Leanne Vitti had her students research and write letters to legislators about the effects of secondhand smoke.
It infects us because some people, if they smoke in the cars and stuff, it can cause health issues like lung cancer, asthma, and cancer like that and stuff. And kids should have the right to breathe clean air and stuff.
This year, she finally got some traction after Representative Kevin Hensley decided to sponsor House Bill 118, an act that would prohibit smoking in vehicles when a minor is inside. She, along with her entire class, were invited down to Legislative Hall to read their speeches on the House floor.
Many people kind of aware of the dangers of smoke, but there may not be the same awareness about secondhand smoke.
According to Cleveland Clinic, the smoke that burns off the end of a cigarette or cigar contains more harmful substances than the smoke inhaled by the smoker. Cigarette smoking is responsible for more than 480,000 deaths per year in the United States, including more than 41,000 deaths resulting from secondhand smoke exposure.
After listening to their speeches, the bill passed with an almost unanimous vote.
And then after they heard all of our speeches, they said yes, and they asked us to take it one step farther and make it that way pregnant women can't smoke in the car because that can make it bad for their unborn babies too.
It was amazing. They all did a really wonderful job. They were professional while they were in there. They enjoyed being there. They spoke really well. They got a lot of praise from the representatives, and I'm really proud of them.
We support House Bill
House Bill 118 is now headed to the Senate floor, and if it passes, Ms. Vitti and her class's hopes are that Governor Carney will come to the school himself to sign it into law. And if that day does happen, well, you can bet that DETV will be there to cover it. Outside of Kathleen Wilbur Elementary School in Wilmington, Delaware, with DETV, I'm Kaylin Pride.
Also in the Colonial School District, a huge check was handed over to support Vietnam vets thanks to generous donors. Colonial School District Superintendent Dr. Jeffrey Menzer gladly stroked the check. The U.S. Veterans Trust will receive $12,543.74, thanks to the thousands of people who came to William Penn High School last year to see The Wall That Heals. The traveling display honors Vietnam vets who died due to exposure from Agent Orange, suicide, cancer, and other war-related causes during and after they served. Thousands of people came to the high school to see the display and to pay tribute to local vets. The proceeds raised during the free 4-day event will support the cause. In other news, First Lady Jill Biden spoke via video to children and siblings of military service members who lost their lives in the September 11th terrorist attacks. Biden talked about what she called her crushing grief when her son Beau died of brain cancer at the age of 46. He was Delaware's Attorney General at the time. The First Lady encouraged viewers to put their feelings in writing, something she was at first reluctant to do. Biden later penned a book entitled Building a Family, Discovering Myself in 2019. Well, the Wilmington Flower Market closed out Mother's Day weekend on a sunny note. Saturday's rain was something organizers deal with almost every year, but that has never been a crowd stopper. This year, World Series winning manager Charlie Manuel was there to sign autographs along with his beloved sidekick, the Philly Fanatic. Manuel spent a couple of hours greeting fans and signing their memorabilia, but as always, he gave credit to his players for pulling off the championship win in 2008. Last week's Teacher Appreciation Week was extra special at the Eastside Charter School. Sinead Johnson thought she was entering the auditorium to receive an award to cap off the week. Instead, the first grade teacher found her class, family, and friends inside, along with her boyfriend, Keith Rawlings Brown. Johnson's boyfriend got down on one knee and proposed in front of everyone. With tears running down her face, the teacher said yes as Rawlings Brown handed her a diamond ring and asked her to be his wife. And 5 Wilmington sisters traveled to Atlanta to be a part of the popular Family Feud show. The Fletchers are huge fans of the show, but the biggest fan in their family was their mother, Barbara Ann. 5 of her 10 children competed on the show in her memory after she passed away in 2001. The show aired yesterday. Check your local listings or your streaming services to see how they made out. Construction of the Great Wolf Lodge is nearly complete, well ahead of schedule. The giant water park located off of I-95 in Perryville is less than 30 minutes away from Newark. Guests can use the code Early Open in all caps when going to the lodge's website, but do it now before tomorrow, May 17th. Families can get 40% off of a single night stay or 50% off for multiple nights if you make your reservations between June 14th and March 31st of next year. Birthday parties can be booked starting June 16th. 700 rooms are up for grabs. The 57,000 square foot adventure park has just about everything for families. Giant water slides, 6 bowling lanes, miniature golf, overhead ropes, along with an arcade. And if adults want to slip away for a different kind of excitement, Perryville's Hollywood Casino is adjacent to the new water park. Sounds like there's something for everyone. And speaking about something for everyone, state parks in Wilmington will offer free concerts twice a week when summer begins. The concerts will start at 6:30 on Mondays at Rockford Park and 6:30 on Wednesdays at the Sugar Bowl in Brandywine Park just south of the zoo. Bellevue Park will also host live concerts at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays and Thursdays. For a full listing of the wide variety of performers, check out the website for Delaware State Parks at destateparks.com. Finally, tonight, this week, is National Police Week, a time to honor the sacrifices of fallen police officers. In Delaware, the occasion also comes when Delaware State Police are marking 100 years of being in existence in the Diamond State. Take a look at part of their tribute.
We are following a developing story. We've just learned a Delaware State trooper has died from a shooting outside a convenience store.
Standing with you today and rededicating our hearts, our minds, and our voices to honor those in our family who have made the ultimate sacrifice.
We at DETV wish to thank all police officers in the state of Delaware for their service. That's going to do it for this edition of DETV News. I'm Lauren Wilson. Catch us on all social media platforms and on our website at detvch.com. We'll see you next time.